It's been 3 days and this prophet has yet to show himself. I hope I'm not making a huge mistake by trusting you.
War Chief, the clans are assembling as you ordered, but it will take them some time to reach us.
Then we must prepare this camp immediately. I want my warriors to have food and proper lodgings when they arrive.
Yes, War Chief.
Warrior, has there been any word from Grom Hellscream? He and the Warsong clan were supposed to have been here by now.
No, War Chief. We haven't heard from Hellscream in some time.
Damn it, Grom. Where the hell are you?
So, first step of all these missions is always build a base.
We need more gold.
That's what we're gonna do.
Has been updated. To find out more about your objectives, click on the quest button.
We start with a single peon. That's not a lot.
I
We're gonna
am.
need to wait for him to get some gold.
In order to harvest gold, you will automatically travel back and forth between the gold mine and your closest great hall. Here are a few additional
Thank you.
to increase the
The
rate
spirits.
They appear out of nowhere. We don't even know.
of the
They
amount
literally
of
respond in
currently possessed
by
is
this
displayed in the
omnipresent
upper right
narrator.
portion of your screen.
Anyway,
As peons return
how many
to
do we
the great
have?
hall with
4?
gold, your gold stockpile increases.
5.
Training
What you want to do is you want to have 5 per mine.
your great
That's
hall is
maximum,
selected.
really. It
You can see
depends on the
progress indicator
length.
In the bottom middle portion of your screen.
You'll notice it's every more if they end up standing around and waiting for a long time. We're rallying them immediately to the gold mine so they all go there, which is pretty nice. Of course, we want to have one of them to
In
actually
order
build
to
as well.
support a larger population, additional orc burrows will have to be constructed. Burrows provide the food that allows you to train more troops. To construct a burrow, select one of your peons.
Yeah, chill, I'm making one.
You have just placed a rally point for your structure.
And
Whenever a unit finishes training from this building, he will automatically travel to the rally point's location.
I am.
To place a rally point, select one of your unit producing structures and right-click on the
honor.
ground where you want the rally
Yes.
point to appear.
yeah, I sort of wish you could turn this off if I've done it many times. I
In
suppose
order to produce additional buildings,
I suppose
you must gather
some of you
materials
might
from
not
nearby
have ever
forests.
played an RTS before.
To harvest lumber,
So I suppose it's
select
sort of
a
useful for
peon
you.
and
I'm
right-click on a
talking
nearby
over it
tree.
because why not? Anyway, the burrow is the food farm basically for orcs. It has a little additional thing you do. I'm trying to find the right word for it, but I can't for some reason. You can send peons into the burrow to act like a sort of bunker, and they sit inside and they throw spears at them. It's kind of cool. As usual, we have basically a build quest. So we're gonna need to build a bunch of stuff, and we're gonna need more lumber mill. Place it close to lumber. This seems fine enough, and we're gonna need more.
To
peons.
increase the rate
4
of
seems
use
about
of
right.
lumber, train additional peons and assign them to
Train
harvest
additional
from the forest.
peons. So,
Dabu.
as always in these sort of base building missions, obviously this is one of the earlier ones, so it's very slow in the morning. So there's gonna be a lot of time where it's just you and me standing around waiting for bars to fill up. But it's fine. We'll get used to it. We've set the rally point over there, so it should go immediately start harvesting there. As you can see, this guy's already doing it, and he's already going back there. The beauty of a war mill, which is basically the orc version of a lumber mill,
Back and forth between the forest and your closest great hall.
Ready to work.
will eventually start dropping it off there instead of the actual Great Hall. So, to get a little bit used to the RTS things, we only have a limited amount of buildings so far, but we can already get a hang of things, see how much gold we have, how much lumber we have, how much supply we have, and upkeep. We'll get into upkeep later on. It's not really something we need to worry about so far. Anyway,
War mills
let's get an
contain
upgrade.
various upgrades that can be researched.
Oh wow, he shut up as soon as I researched. That's nice of him. I'm just gonna need to wait for about 70. Let's build 2 more.
What do you want?
70 lumber, and we'll build ourselves a barracks. Let's wait for him to finish.
Okey-dokey. Work.
Congratulations. You have accumulated enough gold
Congratulations.
to construct a barracks. This will enable you to train additional troops for your army.
Yeah, that's nice.
I am.
As we upgrade weapons, we can go into a little bit of how exactly this sort of works. In this one, it's a flat percentage increase. It doesn't actually say exactly on the tooltip, which I kind of wish it did, but whatever. So this will actually, they won't upgrade our peons, because peons are peons, so they're just worker units. But once we get our grunt out, we can see how it does. It actually will also not upgrade our heroes, because again, heroes are special. We have different types of... Oh yeah, that would upgrade. We might as well upgrade the armor as well, while we're at it. There's different weapon types and armor types. You can see these have medium armor, which all attacks do full damage. This is hero armor. Hero takes reduced damage from piercing and siege, and so on and so on. Similarly, buildings have siege armor, or fortified armor, which blah 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 blah, extra from siege and reduced from everything else, and so on. Eventually, later on in the... we need more gold!
Continue producing grunts until you reach your quest requirement.
Later on in the patch cycle for the normal game, which is the outside of the campaign, heroes eventually get given a hero type thing, which was so that they could be balanced without being a normal attack. Normal is generally considered the melee attack, while the range is the piercing one. Having heroes doing extra damage to light and reduced to fortified ended up not being 100% balanced, so in balance purposes they got that changed. As you can see here, yes I know, but we're talking, so we're fine. You have the melee here, but you can see this got an upgrade of 1, which means it's a little bit more. Same for the medium, a little bit more. We're gonna need our 5 grunts. Before we do that, well, I mean, I guess we can build on the barracks, it can't really hurt. And another Barrows, because why not? Barrows is E. I actually have customized the hotkeys for this one. After playing so much Dota, and even before actually, World of Warcraft, I'm so used to all the hotkeys being grid-based, so Q, W, E, R, etc. Rather than normally, I think Chain Lightning is set to like C, and Farsight is set to like I or F maybe, and so on. And I just... You need to like start remembering all of those. It makes a lot more sense to just have them be based on the positioning of their of the skills. Easier to see at a glance what you actually want to do. Pretty handy. Anyway, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be done with my grunts before anyway. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need another barrel. Come on, go. See, he only turned in 8 because I interrupted him. Can't build there. Good old orcs. Another barrel. You can go back to work. Almost have our tiny little army on the way. We need more gold! We have plenty of gold there. There's about 26,000 gold sitting in that mine, so it's all good. Gonna group those. Put there.
Let's get on with it.
And then we're basically done with those 2 gold. We'll have a group of 6. That'll be fine. We're not really gonna be getting much more ready. I mean, we could go now, but it literally because the quest says we need 5. So now we have a quote-unquote base. It's very tiny. It's something, though, you know. Anyway. How the hell did that bridge work?
Of the Alliance Internment Act. We've already captured one of your leaders. If you surrender now, we'll spare your lives.
War Chief, they say they've captured one of our leaders. Maybe they're referring to Grom.
I hope not. But if they have captured Hellscream, I'll make them regret it. Loktar Ogar! Come, my warriors! We must drive the humans back! My life for the Horde.
And so, we have bloodshed.
Our town is under attack!
Our town! Well, we're gonna probably lose a tower or 2, but that's fine. Why are you not... Hello?
Something need doing?
Why did you stop? Weird.
The spirits are restless.
What do you want?
You too, makes sense.
Let's get
So, the reason they're all in internment camps is that at the end of Warcraft 2, the humans won. And because the humans won, the remainder of the orcs that were around and like that didn't go through the dark portal, etc. More details on that later. Basically, were all rounded up and kept into camps because they didn't want to just
The wretched humans have been destroyed.
Move Thrall and the rest of your forces across the
Yeah,
bridge
I'm
and
gonna.
locate Grom.
So they're all, instead of just murdering them, like all of them, exterminating every single orc, they sort of just rounded them up and kept them in camps. And the orcs sort of slowly grew lethargic and...
To repair a damaged
Yeah, actually, we can send you to
select the
repair, sure, why
peon,
not.
Click the repair button and then left click on the desired
We
spot.
also have another orc here, we can, or a grunt.
Lokrigar, no
And they ended up sort of doing nothing. And anyway, now that, like, Thrall is leading orcs to do something else, suddenly it's all like, hey, why are you leaving, and so on and so on. So, humans and orcs, obviously not the best of friends, given that we've sit through 2 wars, we've been murdering each other, and the orcs have been pretty horrible people, for a variety of reasons. The official excuse is, you know, we were possessed by demon blood, blah 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 blah, but you know, like, we'll get into that more of that later, that'll come.
Yes.
For now, all you gotta know is that not all orcs are bad guys, and not all humans are good guys, so...
Yes.
Time to start moving.
For honor.
Still a few more, why not? We'll go over upkeep, but that's
I
fine.
am the war chief. Dabu.
Exploring this nice little farmland, and then just destroying the gate. Actually see the health of that one.
Dabu.
We do in these scout towers. Scout towers, as you can see, they have heavy armor, which is a balancing thing again, to not make towers have fortified armor, making them far too hard to kill. Similarly here, this one actually has fortified.
Now requires a portion of your income to sustain it. This maintenance cost is referred to as upkeep.
Right, so I wasn't actually going to go into upkeep, but if you insist, upkeep is a system that basically makes it so that it encourages you to be active with your army and not just sit back and like mass up as much as you can. Because as soon as you go over 40 supply or food, it's called supply in other games, but it's food, you end up like losing part of your money. It just gets taken away, like a tax thing, or you know, it's upkeep. So generally, as long as you're under 40, you're fine. You can keep building because you make use of all the gold all the gold you actually get as income. Once you go beyond that, you start losing, and if you go even beyond that, up to 70 plus, you start losing a lot because you're in high upkeep. That basically is the game's gentle reminder to tell you should probably go use some of these troops you've built up, because if you're just gonna sit there, you're just gonna end up losing a lot. Let's kill some of these, see if there's anything inside. Nope, nothing exciting.
For honor. Dabu.
Let's destroy the tents. These tents are evil.
Lokrigar.
Evil tents. You can also see them not going a little bit crazy because of pathing. They can't all go there, so they're a little bit worried. Like they got ordered and they can't do what they're supposed to do, and they're panicking and they're but it's fine, it's fine. We're cool, we're cool. Grab this again. As you can see, we are now one group full. Meaning these 3 will have to be group 2. So we're gonna be starting to do this. We're gonna be hearing this noise a lot. Click, click. Might even be hearing my keyboard, depending on how much my microphone picks up, but there you go.
Let's get on with it.
Die, human filth! Yeah, you're a little bit outnumbered.
I am the war chief.
Hooray!
How can I help?
Now what we're gonna do is bring you to group 2,
Yes. What you want?
and
Spirits.
instead add the shaman to group 1. So we can easily quick tab.
Control multiple spell
and you
casters
purge.
at the same time. It often becomes necessary to quickly switch between them to cast their individual spells. By using the subgroup interface, you can do so without having to try to select them individually.
This is specifically it.
Notice that
Back
the
away.
currently selected units are
So like I can start off with like, oh, you know, chain lightning, and then quickly purge.
This means that it is the currently activated subgroup. You can switch between subgroups by pressing the tab key or left
So the dwarven rifleman,
that is not
one of my favorite units. You might, by the way, be recognizing more and more of these units. For example, the shaman. If you look quite close, you can maybe see it kind of is the inspiration for Bloodseeker. In Dota and Dota 1, this guy becomes Strigwer. Color him a little bit red. See his little thing. Run very fast. You get the deal. They all started from Warcraft models. It's kind of cool to see the ones you recognize. This, of course, The
Yes?
this little guy was the dwarven rifleman becomes the sniper. Dwarven sniper. It's all good.
I am.
This is like watching the origin of everything. I mean, of course, this means nothing to you if you didn't play Dota 1 and you didn't play Dota 2. But you know, do what you want. Gonna add you instead.
How can I help?
Then
Yes? Master? Huh? Yes.
2.
Master?
There should be one guy now who's not in a group
Huh? Master?
because I
I am.
de-clicked him, I think.
Lokrigar, no.
Yeah, there he is. You're in group
What do you
2.
want?
So now we have quite an enormous army.
Yes?
We're well over here. So, oh, the knights.
Master?
The spirits are restless.
The knights. When I play this multiplayer, I almost always played humans.
But the area is protected by fortified guard towers.
Let's them destroy them. Hellscream must see this. Are restless.
In Warcraft 3, the campaign mode, I usually try very hard to keep every unit alive, but I mean, it's not hard to build new grunts, so you don't need to worry too much. We're just gonna rush in.
Yes?
Take the hits, brave soldier.
Master?
Need to move in as well. The more we move in, the more they can go around, because if we have a couple of dudes standing there, they'll block everyone else. The pathing is a big part of what separates, like, good Warcraft players from bad Warcraft players. If we learn to use and abuse the way units move, where they stand. Also, by the way, this guy, it's our first range, so he has piercing. He also has light armor, which means he takes extra damage from piercing. It's not great. Anyway, Grom has been rescued. The mission is complete.
Ron, are you alright? I'm fine, little brother. Luckily, they only injured my pride. Great, because we're getting out of here now. We're leaving the human lands for good. Finally, follow me. I have an idea. We can set sail on the humans' own ships. Perfect. But we'll need to wait for the rest of the Horde.
The Horde is assembled, War Chief. We await only your command.
Now, go, young Thrall. Sail west to the lands of Kalimdor. It is there that you will find your destiny. It is there that your people's salvation will be assured.
And thus ends the prologue and the tutorial campaign. We saw a brief vision of Grom Hellscream. We'll be getting way more into his character later on. And of course, we'll see the Prophet and Thrall. Now, we're moving on the way west to Kalimdor, but it'll be a while until we see the orcs again. First up, well, you'll see.